Your dad is on a prescription medication for his blood pressure because it's the best one on the market, right? His doctor has all the information that he needs to ensure that the new medication he's just prescribed that was approved by the FDA 2 months ago is much better than the old medication that's been on the market for over 30 years, right? Would it surprise you to know that the answer to both of these questions may be no? By the end of this video, you will understand why your doctor may not have all the information he needs to know which medication is the most safe and effective for your father, and why the one that he's on may not be the best one for him. Good morning, health-minded people. I'm Dr. Snow, and for more than 30 years as a pharmacist, I've helped patients and their adult children work together to navigate the sometimes confusing healthcare system. Did you know that before the FDA approves a new medication to go onto the market, the drug company must prove that the medication is safe for humans to take and that it is effective for whatever condition it is treating? How many of you also believe that the drug company has to prove that their new drug is better than the old drugs that are already on the market? Nope. The drug company only has to prove that its new medication works better than placebo or a sugar pill. I used to have a technician that said I made drug reps cry because every time a drug rep came in touting his new wonderful drug, I wanted to see the studies that showed that new Wondercillin that cost $14 and had been on the market for 2 months was so much better than White-Benson that I had 30 years of experience with and only cost 14 cents per tablet. Well, we haven't done those studies, but in placebo-controlled trials, Wondercillin worked much better than placebo. I really don't care that your new expensive medication works better than a glass of water. And you only have 6 years of limited experience with side effects and drug interactions. I want to know why it works better than the medication that I have been dispensing for over 30 years. I know what all the side effects and drug interactions are, and it's so much less expensive for the patient. Come back when your company has done head-to-head studies that prove that it is safer and more effective than the medications I have years and years of experience with. Then I'll listen to you. Until then, good day. It's at this point that the drug rep is usually backpedaling towards the door so quickly he almost falls down, and my technician is shaking his head as he smirks. If this information seems important to you, press that like button. So why did your father's physician choose the new medication over the older medications that we already have available? Often it's because the drug rep was recently in the doctor's office telling the doctor about how wonderful the new medication is, and the medication is fresh in your doctor's mind. Many doctors don't even know that the FDA does not require that the drug companies prove that their new medication is better and safer than the old medications that have been around for a while. And the doctor just assumes that these studies were done. Physicians are so busy, they don't have time to do the research on new medications, and they must rely on what the drug reps tell them. The drug companies rely on this. In fact, they bank on it. So if your dad goes into the physician's office soon after the drug rep has been there singing the praises of this new Wondercillin, and your dad has the same condition that Wondercillin treats, chances are dad's going to get a new prescription for the new drug. What if your dad is one of the unfortunate few that showed the first serious side effects or drug interactions that put him in the hospital, or worse? Remember Vioxx, Bextra, Propulsid, Meridia, Reptiva, Zelnorm, or Duract? All of these medications underwent clinical trials and met the requirements to get FDA approval for use on the general market. Unfortunately, most clinical trials test on less than 10,000 people, usually less than 5,000 people, before it's deemed safe and effective. Most often it's after approval that the unusual drug interactions and side effects are seen, and some of these effects can be devastating. So, do you want Dad to be one of the first few thousand to take a brand new medication? Or do you want for Dad to wait until we get more information from thousands of people who have been taking the medication for years before he tries Wondercillin? I know what I would want for my mom or Dad or for me. But if Dad's already started Wondercillin, he should never stop the medication without talking to his physician first. Stopping the medication suddenly could be potentially more dangerous than taking the new medication. When your dad has a physician's appointment and the doctor wants to prescribe a new medication for him, there are certain questions he should ask. First of all, does this medication come in a generic? Generic medications have been on the market for years, or they wouldn't be available in a generic form yet. If the medication the doctor is considering does not come in a generic yet, ask if there is a different medication that does come in a generic that would work just as well. The answer may be no, and the new medication may be the best one for your father. And fortunately, 90% of the time, everything is going to be just fine. Still, your father needs to notify the physician immediately if he has any of the following unexplained side effects within the first month after starting the new medication: shortness of breath, rash or hives, facial swelling, throat swelling or soreness, unusual bruising, bloody diarrhea, suicidal thoughts, or irregular heart rate. Any other unusual effects should be reported to the physician, but they are not as urgent as the others unless they become unbearable. So can you understand why new doesn't necessarily mean improved, and while the oldie but a goodie might be the best choice for your father? Is your dad on too many medications and you're worried about the drug interactions and the side effects? Watch this video next. If you have found this information helpful, please press that like button and consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell so that you'll be notified every Monday when I post a new video that's designed to help you navigate the sometimes confusing healthcare system. Have you seen the commercials on TV for prescription medications? Do the list of side effects scare you silly? Comment below, scary, if you would really think twice about taking any of those medications they advertise. Thank you for joining me today to learn about why the new medications aren't necessarily the best medications. Stay healthy, wash your hands, and have a blessed week.